being that bigger two-story family home. I would say the first time you've ever done that, that's so... If I were to tell you that this is the country's fastest growing city, would you believe me? Well, it is. Today's video, we're gonna show you why. We're gonna show you what it is about Conroe, Texas that is causing tons of people, maybe even like you watching this video, to move right here to Conroe. There are a lot of factors contributing to its growth, but one of the main ones is gonna be its awesome housing options. And so we thought, what better way to show you Conroe's growth than to get you inside of those homes. So we're gonna be getting you inside of homes at $300,000, at $500,000, and at $700,000 today, showing you different types of neighborhoods, including my personal neighborhood, which I think is the best neighborhood right here in Conroe, Texas. But before we do that, where is Conroe, Texas? As you can see right here on the map, Conroe is located about 45 minutes directly north of Houston, Texas. You've got Interstate 45, which is actually the major freeway that connects Conroe all the way up to Dallas. It actually connects Houston to Dallas. So as you can see, this red outlined area is gonna be Conroe, Texas, but I'm only about 10 minutes away from the Woodlands. And if you're not familiar with the Woodlands, you're gonna have Market Street up there, which is a great outdoor shopping area that's got some restaurants. Go hang out. It's got a turf area for the kids to play. That's where you're gonna find your upscale shopping. You've got the Waterway, the Woodlands Mall, and then you've got Hughes Landing, which has Restaurant Row. It's got my favorite restaurant, Trulux, right there on the water, on the lake. Other thing that Conroe has is you got Lake Conroe right over here. It's a 20,000 acre boatable lake. It's called Houston's Playground for a reason. But one of the things that's really cool about Conroe is gonna be what's going on in the downtown area. In fact, there's one place that I wanna show you that I think we should go check out right now, and that's Fast Brewery. So we're starting in downtown today. We're at Fast Brewery, and the reason we're starting down here is because this downtown Conroe area, it really embodies what's always made Conroe special. It really is what you think that a small Texas town would be. But with all of the new growth, you're seeing really cool things go on right here in downtown Conroe. And downtown Conroe is only a little small snapshot of all the growth that's actually taking place here. So as far as highlights for Conroe, if you were living here, things that you would do without having to leave Conroe, you've got the brewery scene. You actually have 4 breweries within 5 miles of each other. Fast Brewery, for example, is a great place to come up and grab a beer. You also have a lot of events going on. They've got like a huge brewery pub crawl, I guess you could say, with 20 breweries setting up in the streets. You're gonna have Lake Conroe, which we've featured in some of our other videos. It is definitely the best lake in the Houston area. You can live on the lake. Those are actually some of the housing options that we're talking about. And this downtown area, it's gonna come to life in the evenings on the weekends. One night, once a month, where they have a wine sip and shop, and all the stores and boutiques that are down here stay open late. They've got live music and bands. It really is a good time. They're also gonna have a farmer's market up here on the weekends, which is a great place to come up here and kill some time with the family. We have a ton of parks here. You've got Kazmierski Park, which is gonna have its skate park. It's got multiple playgrounds on it. You also have Candy Cane Park that I grew up going to. You don't have to leave Conroe to, bring the family to go do stuff. They've got plenty of things to do right here in Conroe. So you've got this kind of laid back vibe, as opposed to the Woodlands where everything feels kind of put together. Conroe just feels very casual. You're gaining all of these cool amenities, and I mean cool. We've got a golf simulator bar that just went in at the front of my neighborhood. I can golf cart to my office, my workout class up at F45, which is like a group fitness class. So everything is exceptionally convenient. They're really bringing it all to you here, but they're not losing that small town feel. It still is very community centered with these community events. There's plenty of churches that you can get involved in as well. And you're really just not gonna struggle to find community here. So everything here in Conroe really is set up for families. Now I think Texas in general has a lot of things going for it that are encouraging people to move here, from no state income tax to being a more just conservative state, to having better business opportunities, really great public school systems that you can put your kids in and trust they're gonna get a good, safe education. You can't have all of that growth without really great housing options, and that's one of the things that Conroe is known for, is all of its different housing options. You've got affordable new construction homes starting around $300,000, maybe even a little bit lower. You've got master planned communities that have homes in all different price points ranging from $400,000 to about $800,000. You've got large acreage communities as well, so if you want some more space, you can get a home on an acre for anywhere from about $750,000 to $1.1 million. And then you've got all the lake houses. So you really have a wide variety, which opens up the opportunity for really anyone to move here that's looking for that small town feel that has a ton of convenient amenities. Now we're headed over to see our first home for $300,000, but before we do that, on the way over there, I'm gonna give you the lay of the land of where you might wanna live and where you might not wanna live here in Conroe. So the first home we're gonna go check out is in what I would call a starter home neighborhood. And all that means is that it's a neighborhood that's developed by one builder. There's not a big developer. And these homes, you can typically find new construction homes in the Conroe area starting as low as $250,000 for some of the smaller ones. But you'll see that $300,000 to $350,000 is kind of the sweet spot for these starter home neighborhoods. You can get these 2,000 to 2,800 square foot brand new construction, nice homes with a home warranty in a nice, safe area for that price. Now, growing up here in Conroe, the loop that you see on a map around Conroe wasn't exceptionally developed. Now you're starting to see over on the east side of Conroe, that southeast part of the loop start to get a lot of these starter home neighborhoods. Now, typically you'll see the higher price point homes here in the Conroe area be over on the west side, but I wouldn't stay away from the east side of Conroe, especially if you are gonna be in these starter home neighborhoods. That's just really where you're gonna find the majority of them. We're in Long Lake's model home, and they're gonna be located in Barton Creek Ranch, which is one of the neighborhoods I was telling you about. It's on that southeast loop here in Conroe. And a lot of the neighborhoods in this part of Conroe are gonna feel similar. They're gonna be starter home neighborhoods with prices starting some even under $300,000. So their model home here is actually a lot bigger than what I was expecting to show y'all. It's actually 4,000 square feet, and it's probably over the budget of what we were thinking. This comes in around $500,000. What? We're gonna be getting you inside of homes at $300,000. But they actually have some floor plans that are on the smaller side, around 1,500 square feet, starting at $279,000 before incentives. And if you don't know what incentives are, that just means that they have a little wiggle room that we can help you negotiate if you call us. So that being said, go take a look around this house. This is gonna give you a good example of what you can get for your money. This one's just gonna be bigger than those that are priced at $300,000. Now we're in my personal neighborhood. This is Grand Central Park. I've lived here 5 years. They've got a ton of different building options. This is a little bit more fun than the last place we came from because you have options. As you go from one home to another out here, you're gonna notice that they have different styles. And we're gonna get you inside of some of these. If you want a more thorough deep dive, we actually have a full video that goes through all the builders here in Grand Central Park one by one, explaining all of their offerings. But we're gonna get you in some at a couple of different price points. We got Weston right behind me, which is actually the builder that I use to build my home, which we're gonna get you inside that one here in just a second. But a little bit about this area. So now we're over here on the west side of I-45, and this southwest corridor here in Conroe really is the area I would say is getting the most growth right now. The shopping center up here is booming. You've got all of your big box retailers like your Dick's Sporting Goods, your Kroger, and then you can hop in your golf cart and cruise right on up to grab a cup of coffee. And then you've got the other shopping center, which is actually where our office, Ferris Realty, is located up at the front of the neighborhood. And they're getting a lot of cool things. You've got Voodoo Grill, which is one of the nicest restaurants here in the Conroe area. And then you're gonna have a golf simulator bar that just went in over there. They also have the Sam Houston Medical School, which is located up at the front of this neighborhood. So as you can tell, there's a lot of growth and it's headed right here. The other thing about this neighborhood and all master plan communities is they're gonna have more to offer inside the neighborhood for the families. We've got parks here, multiple located throughout the neighborhood. We've got an amazing resort style swimming pool. We've got a splash pad that's gonna be built here shortly, as well as pickleball courts. And we've got the big pavilion, which is great for the neighborhood events. But the thing that really sets this neighborhood apart is for over 75 years, this was a Boy Scout camp. And so you've got the hike and bike trails, the lakes, not just one lake, you've got like 5 big lakes that you can go bass fishing in, kayaking in. And so it's very family friendly. And then even the trails that go through the woods have really nice areas to go ride your mountain bikes or just take a little hike. Now we're gonna start down over here on the end, and the prices kind of work their way on up. So I'm gonna show you something that you can get right around that $400,000 mark. There's 12 different builders in Grand Central Park right now, so we can't see all of them in this video, but Perry is definitely gonna be a fan favorite. We're in their 45-foot model home, and my mother actually, she lives in a Perry home here in Grand Central Park. She's been in it for about 5 years, and she loves it. And one of the things that most Perry buyers love is the fact that they have over 40 different one-story floor plans, and so there really is a layout and configuration for everyone. That's gonna be a lot more floor plans than any of these other builders offer. Now they're very nice homes, and because most of them are one stories, they're gonna have really tall ceilings. You got 10-foot ceilings in here, and the finishes are very nice. This model home is right around 2,000 square feet, and the prices start at $400,000. And so if you've got that $400,000 to $500,000 budget and you're looking for a one-story, then this is definitely gonna be one of the builders that you're going to need to consider if you wanna be out here in Grand Central Park. So let's take a look around. Before we go to the next house, you know who you are. Yes, you know, I'm calling you out. You watch our videos, but you haven't called us yet. But if you're planning a trip and you're thinking of moving to Conroe or anywhere in Houston, give us a call. We really mean it. Give us that call, shoot us that text, send us an email. A lot of people don't realize we actually know these people. We know these salespeople. We're gonna get you the best price on the home. I've lived here for 5 years. My office is in the neighborhood. I can't go to the store without running into these people. Don't just show up. Give us a call, we'll plan out your trip, we'll smooth it out, and ultimately we're gonna make sure that you get the best deal. Being that bigger 2-story family home, I would say you really, the first time you've ever done that, that's so, hold on, that's gotta go in the video, bro. We gotta give the people what they want. We are in Weston Homes, and this is more than a fan favorite. I would say of all the home builders that we get people reaching out to us about, Weston's probably at the top of the list, and I get it, for good reason. I personally live in a Weston home, so I've built with them, I've sold a ton of homes with them, and here is what I've discovered people love about Weston. It's 2 things. One, they're known for this staircase. For whatever reason, people love this spiral staircase, and you really don't see in these master plan communities any of the other builders doing it. So that's one of the things people gravitate towards. But the other thing, actually maybe there's 2 more things. So it's a little bit more modern finishes than some of the other builders. Their color palettes are a lot more neutral, and so you can go with a more modern design options as opposed to some of the more traditional builders in these neighborhoods. But then the third thing is gonna be, they have more space. So these are known for being those bigger 2-story family rooms. So you're gonna see square footages ranging on the smaller side from about 2,800 square feet, and depending on what lot size they're on, you're gonna get some Westons up over that 4,000 square foot mark. And they're gonna have those bonus rooms upstairs. They're gonna have the game rooms. Almost every single Weston home is gonna have a separate media room as well. And then typically downstairs, there's an office. And most of their homes are gonna be 4 bedrooms and 5 bedrooms. Let's check the rest of this place out. Check this out. I feel like this is exactly what people are blown away by when they find out that they can get this in that $550,000 to $700,000 range. This is Drees Custom Homes. This is their model, and it's sat on a 60-foot lot. They're building in their 60-foot section right here in Grand Central Park, and this is what you can expect to get for that price. They've got a lot of nice features in this home. Drees, to me, has always been known as that builder that has that really, really nice finish work. When you walk through the home and you look at the quality of construction, I'm always impressed. And one of the staples that they have in their homes is gonna be these massive sliders. Now, they don't come in every single home, but it is a really, really nice touch point. Now, let's check out the rest of the house. One of my favorite parts about living in Conroe is the nature. Being on the north side of Houston, we've got these big old pine trees, and specifically being in this neighborhood, since it was a Boy Scout camp for so long, the trees are just taller. You've got that nature component. So even though the weather isn't exactly how I would draw it up if I had a choice, you know, it does get a little hot here. You're gonna have that nature, you're gonna have that shade from all that tree cover being up here on the north side of Houston. And those homes weren't the only homes that are out here. They actually just opened up a custom home section with 80-foot lots, which are gonna be the big boys. You're gonna have homes from anywhere from 1 million, maybe all the way up to 1.7, 1.8 million. So if you're interested in those homes, be sure to check out this other video on Deer Lake Estates. It's right behind me over here on Deer Lake, and they are some gorgeous homes. And if you have any questions about moving to Conroe, be sure to reach out, give us that call, shoot us that text, send us that email. We would love to help you make a smooth move right here to Conroe, Texas.